guys will be getting a ball of clay. Looks something like this, a plate, and probably some tools. The best tools that we have are our hands, but you will probably be getting some clay tools, like a little plastic fork or spoon, or a little wooden clay pencil to do most of your design and decorating of your clay donut today. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we need to take some off of this ball. So I'm going to pull some apart, and the smaller ball should be about the size of a golf ball. Then with the other ball, you need to reform it into a circular shape, which you can do just by simply rolling it in between your hands to get something like this. Then we need to make it look more like a donut. So you're gonna do that by taking your thumb, and this is where you have to use a lot of muscle work. You have to take your thumb, and it's very simple, similar to making a pinch pot, whereas a pinch pot, like you could see down there, like the ones I've made, you would put your thumb in and pinch. But in this case, since we're making a donut, we have to go all the way through. So your thumb is gonna go all the way through until you make a hole. And then you're gonna use your two thumbs together in a circular motion to try and open up the hole a little bit. Donut holes are actually very small. They don't have very big opening, but you do want to shape your donut, okay? My donut is starting to get some cracks in it, and that happens, but it's not something that we want to keep. So when you get the basic shape that you want, I can come around, if you show me the W that you need water, I can come around with my spray bottle of water, and I'll spritz some water on your clay. And when you get some water on your clay, all you need to do is just smooth it out with your fingers, because cracks in clay are no good. So you'll just smooth everything out with your fingers to remove all of the cracks. You can even smooth it out on the inside and on the back. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to decorate the top of our donut. You have a bunch of extra clay here, so you can use your extra clay to add toppings, chocolate, sprinkles, anything like that. If you need more water, let me know, and I'll come around and I'll spray more water, or I'll spray your plate, in which you can just use water off of your plate. And then you can take little pieces of clay and you can make different shapes with them. You can make smaller balls with them. You could make coils. Coils are similar to like a little snake, a thin shape. And you can lay them across. And if your clay is wet enough, then it should stick fairly easily. So you can just press them on. This is air dry clay, so it will just dry in the air. You could also make like a longer coil and roll it up like a big piece of chocolate. And swirl it on your donut. Then, if you want to make it look like somebody's taken a bite out of it, you can take your spoon and press inside of your clay, just like this. Now it looks like somebody's taken a bite out of your donut. Looks a little bit more realistic. Kind of like when we did our birthday cakes and we made it look like there was a slice taken out of our birthday cake. This is very similar to that. Inspired by Wayne Thiebaud. And then, if you see any more cracks, add some more water. I still have some down here too. And smooth all of those cracks back out. And then sometimes you can go along with some of the things that you've added on top and try and like repress them down. Make sure they're on there. You don't want them rolling off or falling off. There's a little crack there. And that's the basic. You can always add tons of more details, a lot more smaller sprinkles, anything that you can think of to your awesome donut. It is your special donut. And then you will just bring everything back to me. Extra clay, I will put it in a bag, and then the tools will go in a separate bin.